abuse. And listen to, I was listening to a very bizarre story from Buchanan. It's still, being investigated. But there's this report about a lady being giving uh, beer, and then in the end she passed off. The guy who offered the beer is being held as the one responsible for the death. And so I would hope that the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection will respond positively, because we want to look at the issues of gender and social protection. We're talking about gender and social inclusion. Thanks to the government of the day, I understand quite a substantial number of women have been given jobs in government. And this is not just about women. I'm talking gender issues here. Gender is not only about men. So we try to reach out. We drop a text message. I hope somebody can pick it up and engage us here at LB, as we want to start to look at those. Okay. So also is the issue of very many, or an encouraging number of young people giving jobs by government. The challenge now is for all of you to live up to the expectation, perform, perform, so that the criticism sometime, or the make believe that the young people are not fully prepared yet to take on huge responsibilities, become history, a thing of the past. Because there are many young people who've got great potential. They've got quite good education, and let's hope that you will go out there and serve. I do not want to begin naming names, because I mean, to do that, probably you might have some young people thinking, oh, you didn't also talk about us. And then we ask you also to make yourself available. What is it that you are doing? Let's discuss it as you engage us here at LBS, where we look at the work you're doing, what your challenges are, how you've been able to overcome. We look at the key performance indicators. Then we begin to know that young people can contribute immensely, because the Liberia, they say, is a young country, because most of its population has to do with young people. So again, we encourage you, we ask you to go out there to deliver, prove the appointing powers right, that you've got the capacity, you've got the training, and you've got the right attitude, to perform and deliver on those responsibilities that you have been giving. So I just wanted to throw that out this morning. This is a conversation. We will be coming back to get your views also. The number of young people who've been given key responsibilities in government, what we expect of them, so that going forward, we will know that other young people coming after you will also benefit from such opportunities. University of Liberia, we're beginning to hear that classes are not going to resume now. They've been deferred or put back until some issues there on the campus concerning payments to some of those providing teaching services at the university is or are resolved. We're also hearing that the students, through the Students Unification Party, is voicing his concern and is calling for everything to be done for school to be reopened as quickly as possible. We do not want to go back to the past, where we will not, be proactive in taking actions until there are demonstrations and protests and all of that. There's a lot of work to be done. When we do this on time, um, obviously we will avoid some of the situations that we will not have to go into. I know if you have to put the police out, for an example, to put down or quiet a protest, or a demonstration, it involves a lot of cash. It involves traffic, obstruction and all of these. So let's move in a more expeditious way in addressing these issues when they pop up, or when they come up. There's also a lot about the way electricity current has been accessed right now. In some cases, you have current coming for a few hours, and then you don't have it again until several other hours. What most people are even complaining about is that you have electricity some hours of the day, but in the night, when you're talking about light for security concerns, when you're talking about the real, the Englishmen say, excruciating heat, you know, that you find all around today, you don't have the lights on, and people are really, really concerned. I know that we followed the news reports that the president met with the chief executive officer and other folks at the LEC, and he's very concerned about how more electricity can be made available, generation and distribution. Everything needs to be done to make sure that there's more power. Electricity contributes immensely to life, the economy, for an example. I have some friends who say to me, "Listen, we are now following the practice in other countries where you probably get your food ready." You keep it for around 2 3 days because you have a fridge, you can put it in there, and the food can actually be preserved. But in the absence of electricity, the challenge is you will not be able to do this. You cannot keep the prepared food for longer hours. So all the reason why everything needs to be done to improve or increase the amount of electricity that is being provided, and that more and more people being added to the electricity grid. Okay, so we yesterday also we followed the confirmation hearing of the Mines and Energy Minister. Of course, that's an area where there have been a lot of noise about mineral development agreements not being followed. Yeah, a lot of noise from China Union, from Western Cluster, and we want to use this opportunity to ask those who are in charge to listen out. I mean, in corporate governance, that inclusiveness is there. You have to listen out to those who should be the direct beneficiaries. Too often we are hearing about social agreements uh, that are made in those MDAs either not being follow through, or maybe not been followed through enough. And so there have been a lot of complaints about this. So yeah, I mean, we going to open the line to talk about these issues. What your thoughts will be. What do you have to say to the new deputy director of police, for traffic, uh the minister designate for, and I would like to see the deputy police director designate, because the senators are yet to do their work. Matter of fact, we'd like to commend the senators. I think they're doing a very good job, trying to scrutinize, ask some of the hard, tough questions just to make sure that those who are given the opportunity to serve are among the best that the country has. Uh, Anybody can want to be, the deputy director of police. So, but we want to look in there and see who at this point offers the best of service. Liberia requires the best of service today. I think we have had mediocrity for a long time. We need now professionalism. We need now, somebody who will be very proficient, somebody who will be very, very effective, somebody who will be very, very efficient in terms of delivering on whatever responsibilities that they have been charged with. So you can call us on 0880 514 0880 to just make your contribution to those talking points that we're looking at this morning. What are your thoughts? What would you like to say to the officials nominated, confirmed, those who are yet waiting for confirmation? And we had a reference to the Mines and Energy Minister designate. We had reference to the Deputy Director of Police. Traffic regulation. We had reference also to the University of Liberia delay reopening of the university. We think action needs to be taken to be sure that we don't have protests and demonstrations. We talk about the LEC, the provision of more electricity. So call us on those numbers and make your contribution this morning. What is your say in these? What do you expect of these various talking points the Mines and Energy Ministry, the awarding of operating licenses, for an example. What would you like to see? Communities complaining about the MDs not being followed. What would you like to see? LEC, more electricity. What would you like to see? University of Liberia timely reopening. What would you like to see? So yes, call us on those numbers and let's do some talking this morning, getting your perspective on what you think those who are in charge need to do. So let's see whether this caller is on the line, but it will seem that we're not getting the caller right now. Yeah, you can call us on the number 080-514-096, You'll be live on the Super Morning Show on ELBC Radio. And let's talk about it. These are things that concern us. If we don't say them, probably if we just assume that people know, we may not be putting the word out. So let's play this song while we wait your call.
This is Julian No Shake It with flavor. Original root one, Mr. Flavor, upon the dancer, alongside Julia and D. Oliver, Liberia, another one. Liberians, the war is over. Let's celebrate peace.
Let's go to the line and see. There is a caller. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I don't know what's up. We're not getting you through. Okay, so you can try again. You drop off the line. You can try again. Just call us on 0880514-096, and you will be live to talk on those talking points. So let's see whether this caller is there. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Anthony Vanwen.
Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling
Yeah,
from.
this is Jericho Peter calling from District 9.
Okay, Jerry, just go ahead. You listen to the talking
This
points.
is significant concerning the confirmations of Damawa Kofa, which is a deputy administrator for JFK that been nominated by the president as the general administrator. Yes, we bought the idea. We want her to be administrator for this normal institution. She had the intellectual ability and the international contact and the work over with this nation. She can make it better for this hospital because the hospital is in a deplorable need. So I don't think whosoever wants to be an advocate that this woman shouldn't be a general administrator for this normal institution. They are in an error.
Okay.
So this hospital need a general administrator and the doctor need a CMO, Chief Medical Officer, to lead this hospital. So the general administrator, Damawa Kofa, will need this woman, and her nomination of confirmation will be very positive for this nation and its people, that people should come to the hospital and carry a better smile, and the employee of this institution, that they should have smile on their faces and take care of their patients' well-being.
Okay, so we'll let this to pass us, but specifically, we were talking about Mines and Energy, the LECUL, and the Deputy Director of Police. But again, we know we're talking about health, and so that's why we allow that. It would seem to me that we have another caller on the line. So, hello, caller. Tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, I'm Josephus Chikano.
Josephus, yes, you follow us. We look at Mines and Energy, LECUL, and the Deputy Director of Police for Traffic Control. What is your contribution?
Yes, anyway, I'm calling from the Congo down there, and my man has been run to the
Listen, we are not. We just saying what do you want these guys to do in case they are confirmed. What do you clear the even the president is wanting more electricity. UL, there is a call for the reopening of the school. Students want to start going to school. There are issues there that have been resolved. Uh, I hear there have been meetings to get these sorted out, but to do them in a timely manner to make sure that we have schools running again is where we have our attention. Of course, the deputy director of police was very clear as to his plan for traffic control. So we just saying, I mean, what you said, we listen to you. So this is what we expect you to do going forward. So yeah, you can call to make your contribution. Please keep your discussion in line, because we'll take these time in, time out. We'll be taking, different areas. Of course, we talk about the young people going out there. Let's pick this call. Hello, caller. Tell me your name and where you calling from.
Good morning. My name is Mo Adam, and I call from the GS community.
More, let's hear you.
Yeah, my concern has to do with EDC. I think for me, there's a need to revise the entity, that is improving on the entity, not only to give more coring during the rainy season, but to give coring throughout the year. And I think the citizens are finding so much hard time in getting electricity. And the next thing I want to speak on about EDC is this amount of money that we pay every month. That is, I think either $2.50 or something like that or more. I really don't understand why are we paying that money. And EDC has not come out to make that clarity. Why is it that for every month you have to pay that money to EDC? Can you imagine? Some people will put money in their meter enough, but then after it feels like you put money for 2-3 months, when you go to recharge, they will tell you, oh, this amount of money for the past month. So I don't know. They need to cancel this amount of money. Let it tell you we're paying for the meter, tell that we're paying for meter. What we're paying for, let it tell us this what we're paying for. But you know why you're paying that money. Everybody, I don't know, even you in Tito. Why you can explain why we're paying this amount of money every month. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and let's hope that the folks at LEC are listening. I guess they know why you're paying this money, but definitely you deserve the service. You deserve explanation as to why you're paying this money. But let's go back to the line and take this caller. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you are calling from.
Morning.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you are calling from.
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Your name again?
I'm calling to discuss with the Minister of Mines and Energy. Yeah, the minister has been appointed or nominated. We have not heard about the deputy for operation.
So we are not discussing the deputy for operation. Sorry, we're not talking about the deputy for operation, sir. Can you listen? Can we have a conversation? Well, you have to listen. Well, you have to listen when we're having this conversation. We said to you, let's talk about what we put on the table this morning. It is the prerogative of the president of the republic to do the nominations, the appointments. It is the prerogative of the Senate to confirm. I said to you, these people have appeared. They talk about what they intend to do. What are you suggesting? What are you ordering? What do you expect of them? For example, the way the traffic has been handled, the movement of vehicles around town, motorcycles, kekes, and all of that. These are the sort of things that would sort of impact the traffic. So we didn't say just call and campaign for somebody to be, appointed or not appointed. So let's take this caller. Good morning, caller. Tell me your name and where you're calling from, please. Good morning, caller. Are you hearing me? Please call your name and tell me where you're calling from. All right. Apparently, we dropped the caller, or the caller is not getting us. So again, that's where we are this morning. Young people go out, perform, convey convince us, the population, that indeed you have what it takes to provide the kind of services that we're looking for, and all the reason why other young people can also be confident that they also can have opportunities to serve. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the people charged with the responsibility undertake your task. For example, if we all are headed to school in the morning, some people going to work, some people going to school, some people going to the market. If we don't have, a well-regulated traffic, then we have a challenge of how to move. We're talking about, take for example, the use of sirens, like the deputy director of police was saying. It's not everybody who's going to be using siren, but let's go here and see whether this caller is online. Hello, caller. Please tell me your name and
Hello.
where you're calling from. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello, your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing
Yeah,
me?
yeah. I'm getting now clear.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Again, this is Joseph Chase Cardon, who was to the private call, but due to one or two reasons, call could not continue.
Okay.
Yeah. On the aspect of the mine and energy department, reality were made. I'm very, very happy with our Excellency broadcast on the nomination of Wilma Pay, because he is a qualified individual, and I hope and pray that they work in the interest of Liberian people to see the outcome, the better outcome of our resources in the country, in order for the citizens to benefit.
Okay.
And also the nomination was Kokolo Duan as land and red assistant minister at
Okay.
the Ministry of Transport.
Transport. Yes.
Yeah, he is a very, 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 very skillful and humble fellow.
What
who
would
I
you like
think
to
and
say to
pray
him now?
that he will
Now that he
represent
has a
the
job,
Liberian people
what would you
as
like to
well.
say to him? What do you expect of him?
Oh, Zulu Kokolo Duan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Zulu Kokolo Duan, I expect him working in the interest of Liberian people to see the better outcome of his department in order for Liberians, we as Liberians, to live a better life that we deserve.
Okay.
Really, to me.
Okay. He should work
But
hard
he's
so that
capable of
Liberians can
doing
live
that.
a
He's
better
capable
life.
because a working experience can tell me.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Let's say to them what we want them to do. They're experienced, they're qualified, they are competent. We agree. Now that you are on the ground, let us see the stuff you are made of, because Liberia deserves this. So let's go back to the caller and say, good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling
Good
from.
morning. I
Yeah.
think you understand my point. My point was that the Minister of Mines and Energy have been nominated, but for him to even work effectively, he needs the Deputy Minister for Operation and Assistant Minister for Mines
Hello.
and Exploration.
Hello.
That's what I was saying.
Yes,
So
but
once those
you are not the one controlling the show. I said to you, those who are in charge, we're not telling the president what to do, my friend. Please. I mean,
we
let's
don't control the work, but the person who is going.
I mean, this is not what we will. I'm very, very clear. We are not saying to the president what we think he should do. We're saying those people who have been nominated and they've come with their plans, what do you expect of them in case they are confirmed? Because they've already said this. And you insist on coming back to tell us, what the president should do. That's not what we are doing. And we hope that when you're following, let's cooperate. Let's have a conversation around what the terms of the conversation is. You can't insist on coming on doing what you want, because this is now we must moderate the discussion here. So please, if you're calling, let's follow what the discussion is on. Okay, so that way we have a good discussion. We said to you, you have the UL, you have the LEC, you have the police, you have the mines and energy. What needs to happen now? I'm even like, I hope the student community can begin to talk about, we want we want to go back to classes. We want that to happen. We didn't say come and campaign for someone to become minister or deputy. Also, that's not what we're saying. We're saying those who, in the wisdom of the president and the senators, are putting together the government. Once you have been given the opportunity to serve and serve right, that's what we are saying. And so please, let's keep within the confine of that discussion. So you can call us on 080514096. We still have time to go. you can call and make your contribution. Um, let's go to the telephone line and see whether there's a caller. All right, so 0880-514-096. That's the number we're dealing with this morning. Call and you are live on the discussion. Um, okay, we don't have a caller that caller drop, but that's the number 0880-514-096. Let's talk about it. What do you expect? What kind of traffic situation do you want to see? So we go to the telephone line and take this caller. Good. Your line is so high, caller. Please reduce the volume. Please reduce. Just listen to your phone. Forget about your monitor.
However, my name is Sam Lomax.
Yes, Sam Lomax. Let's hear you, sir. I guess you are following.
Yeah, the appointment of the police director for traffic control is actually a good step taken by the governor of Liberia.
Okay.
And because this country is not by man, we want people to cooperate and comply with the security situation in Liberia.
Okay.
You know, the traffic is jammed up like that. There are a lot of things that can take those criminal gangs get involved. And so that guy is the rightful man. Though I have interacted with him and I have seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what he did in the past, and I think he can do much better again.
So for people,
and, one of my recommendations I have for him this morning is that when we are carrying on deployment as security practitioners, we need to take into consideration the safety of our officers. Okay. We want the Friends of Liberia, the government, making sure that they can actually supply the police with vehicles.
Okay.
So that these things that need to be done by the traffic control director can be done appropriately.
Okay. So you say you are in your car, right? You say
electricity is security.
Okay.
Security has to do with taking preventive measure of everything. You don't have to only be in the day when we have gone to work and then there are current burning in our homes there. People are very, very talented this time. We want to make sure that current can come both day and night, that when we leave our various offices or what have you, we get back home, we can be able to do those things that are needed to be done so that we can be on top of things rapidly as Liberia continue to move ahead.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that want to do a lot of things at night, making sure that this country, Liberia, can be seen as one of the best countries among the communist nations. Okay. And I want to recommend this morning to you, if the hearers are hearing me, please, you do the best in making sure that the Liberia Immigration Service can have the Commissioner General and those that have been appointed to take over so that they can work along with the police, the DEA, the rest of the security apparatus, so that our borders can be mended appropriately.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Sam. Borders are actually porous, and because of the porosity of these borders, there are a lot of things that are taking place. I'm sorry, I'm not getting you clear, but I'm in the car.
Yeah, Sam, thank you.
We have been given this morning.
Yeah,
I'm appealing to the capability people to rapidly speed up to have the Commissioner General that has been appointed, the Deputy Commissioner General, and all of those that have been appointed to take over immigration, so that immigration can work along with the customs.
I know you say you are not hearing me, but we said, look, those who have been already nominated, what we want them to do, and you've very well laid your case. So thank you very much for participating. Okay, so I mean that's where we are. I mean, we like the issue of traffic that he talked about. We all know it. I mean, you want to go to town, especially when you have, the way the traffic works in Monrovia, for example. You have everybody moving into central town at one point in time. So let's pick up this call first, then we'll come back and talk about that. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, bro.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Please tell me your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Wilson. I call from the Gardens Belt.
Let's hear you.
I've been following rather your talking points, and as it comes to the traffic, if what the deputy nominee for the traffic is saying is going to help us, one of those things that embarrass the traffic congestion could be that people are sitting on the roads, and some people are sitting on the sidewalks, and We have these guys that they call joint security, especially at our far town end. You got motorcycle security. You got people with, in various uniforms. We don't even know who is who. You see, one man gets in front of the keke, he stands there. Another man gets in front of the motorcyclist. We don't know who is who. So they need to start all those, traffic police that will be able to regulate the traffic well. Another thing you talked about that I want to be done is compromising our security. You have to work with the importers, commerce. People are importing security gadgets. Right now, you have motorcyclists and all having sirens.
Mm-hmm.
They pass around.
I'm a witness.
One man is happy. He puts the security light on the dashboard and he just crosses the checkpoint. That compromises our security. They need to work. Who are those who supposed to carry the security light?
You're right.
And blinkers.
You're right. You're
right. And I'm happy with what the DEA man has started. But then the communities, zero communities need to work with him. But then the fear is that especially Liberia, when you are somewhere and you want to shine the light, you become a target. So they have to provide a hotline where those citizens that are giving the information will not be targeted by these drug peddlers or their users.
You're right, Emmanuel.
I don't want to call my name. I live I work at one community, and I opposite a school. One time I gave, some information to DEA people. By the time I called and the guys were coming, somebody just walked from the community in a high, and all of the guys in the ghetto were online going out.
Okay, Emmanuel. We have to give space to others to contribute, but your contribution is well noted. Thank you so much. A few days ago, I think Taga was on that conversation or so, and I was raising the issue of hotlines for communities to be able to pass information on to DEA. Yesterday or last evening, I really, really did listen to the director of DEA, Abraham Kroma, when he said, very, very shortly they will be providing, that our faith so that the whistleblower is protected. You don't have to be visible. You can just use the short code. You don't have to even pay. You just use the short code. And he said people will be, just like we said it the other day, people will be posted and ready to take the calls and take note. And then there'll be patrols where they will move into those areas. He said it's a war that he has started. And indeed, we all can fight the war and win the war against drugs. If you go out there and see what is happening to the population, especially the younger generation, you have every reason to be concerned. He was talking about the need for logistical support, office space, and the rest of it. I hope that they will get the right kind of support so that they will be able to deliver on their tasks. For me, it's about delivery. You had a job already. They say in Liberia, we spend a lot of time trying to find the jobs. We are on time, we follow every rule. But no sooner we get the jobs, then we drop the guide. We don't go to work on time when we are now being told, hey, you have your duty to perform. So why are you always, on my neck? You should let me be. So let's go to the line and pick up this caller. Caller, good morning. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you hearing me? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Please call your name and tell me where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Alexander Zlewolo.
Okay. That sounds like from Lofa County.
No, I'm not from Lofa County.
Zlewolo. Okay. It sounded like a Loma name to me, but no worries.
Yes. Okay. Yes, the discussion this morning, I'm interested in. I listened to the Minister Designate to the Ministry of Lands, Mines, and Energy yesterday.
So let's do something. Let's do something. Is Ministry of Mines and Energy?
Okay.
Because you know how the Land Authority is separated from Ministry of Mines and Energy. So it's now Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Okay, Ministry of Lands.
But what we had was Ministry of Mines and Energy. That's what we had yesterday. Way more pay is from the Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and talk about, the Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Yes. I think I listened to the Minister Designate yesterday. I listened to a portion of of some of his deliberations,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm impressed. I think he has a good knowledge of the ministry. My attention is drawn to this LEC and the electricity law of 2015.
So before we go to LEC, the Minister of Mines and Energy, no doubt, presented himself. But what we are interested in is, what do you expect of the Minister of Mines and Energy should he be confirmed?
Yes, okay. What my expectation for him is to I think that ministry should be the policy arm of the power industry, electricity
The
in the
energy part,
country.
the energy part of it.
Oh yes,
Okay.
that's the energy part of it.
Okay.
I'm only interested in the energy,
Okay.
and so the LEC, have never been effective when it comes to the distribution of electricity in the country, and they will never be effective because they do not have the expertise for that. And in fact, the electricity law of 2015 designated LEC to be only for transmission. So their role is for transmission. I think the industry itself has done a lot by, bringing some reforms in the country to promote maybe foreign direct investment into the industry, the electricity theft law that was created. And all these things are supposed to be incentives for people who want to invest in the industry to be the distribution company. LEC can never be effective when it comes to distribution because they don't have the expertise. So what I would expect the minister to do is to maybe, have this Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission to vigorously go out there to find investors to come and be the distributor for the electricity in the country.
Okay.
That's my expectation of him, because LEC can never be the effective distributor of electricity in the country.
I get a little bit worried when you say can never.
Yes,
I mean,
I am from the industry myself. I am an electrical engineer.
Okay.
And the electricity reforms waves that is going out throughout the world and even Africa, you cannot have a government agency to be the transmission, the generators, and at the same time they are the distributor in the country. It cannot work. It can never be.
Okay.
Somebody will have to come to play that role as a distributor.
So you want the mines and energy minister designate, if or when confirmed, to concentrate on distribution of electric power.
You sound very low to me.
Okay, I was saying you want the minister designate for mines and energy, if and when confirmed, to concentrate on the distribution of electric energy.
Yes, that is our major problem in the country.
Okay, so I will also think that we should look both within and outside. What do you say to that?
Come again, please.
I would say I'm a little bit weary about outsourcing just like that. I'm saying, could we look inside and outside and see what opportunities there are as far as improving distribution is concerned?
I didn't quite get you there. You coming very low.
Okay. You said you wanted the minister to concentrate on looking outside of the country to look for investors.
Yes, it does not necessarily have to be outside of the country.
Okay, good. That's my point.
We have jungle water. Yeah, we have jungle water that is very effective around the neighbor belt. And if need be, they can come, if they have the expertise to be the distributor for LEC.
Okay.
LEC has in fact, let me just say, they do not have the expertise for it.
Okay, so I mean, let's let others also participate. We hear you. I mean, I hope somebody from the other side or somebody from the LSCN can also come and say, okay, what the problem is, because he's saying he thinks that the LSE does not have the capacity to do distribution. We'll say have a few more minutes. You can call them 0880-514-096. We're talking a couple of things here this morning. Traffic regulation. We have the deputy chief of police, the police designate for traffic, who appeared yesterday before the Senate. We had the Minister of Mines and Energy. And again, I like to just say that it's no more Minister of Lands, Mines, and Energy. You have the Liberia Land Authority, which has now been removed from the Ministry of Mines and Energy. So it's actually the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Okay, so we're talking about the UL, the reopening of schools has been deferred or delayed, okay, because there are issues with some payments to some of the people providing teaching services at the university. Let's take this caller. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Lower your radio, please. Lower your monitor. Please lower your monitor. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Are you there? Well, we're going to drop you. Yeah, hello. Are you hearing me? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please move away from your monitor. Tell me your name. You stay around your monitor, please. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling specifically about the director, the deputy director of police for traffic.
Okay.
And I'm concerned about all of these vehicles that ply the streets without license plates.
Okay, plateless vehicles.
Yes, can they do something about it? This is a very dangerous situation. We don't know who they are. Besides, it's a serious loss to the government of revenues.
Okay.
That they are not registered. We're talking about 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, all the way up.
Okay.
Please let him do something about it.
All vehicles across the board.
40% of the vehicles now ply the streets with all license plates. Who are these people?
Okay. You've got revenue concern, you've got security concern as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
Also, I think that the police should take over the licensing functions and let the Ministry of Transport deal with the policy issues.
Okay.
Put together an effective transportation system for the country and not concentrate on giving driver license and license plates.
Okay. So you want the police to take on that function from the transport ministry.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You putting your monitor up again. So but thanks for your contribution. We really appreciate it.
Okay, but
okay, so yeah, he was making a very valid point there where he's talking about plateless vehicles. So let's go back to the telephone and see whether this caller is on the line. Hello there, caller. Okay, the caller has dropped. But we still have time. Call us on 0880-514-096 and make your contribution. The caller who just left the line, if you can, please call back again. We lost you while we were trying to get you through. So please call us on 0880-514-096. We're talking UL reopening. We're talking traffic control, and then we have reference to the deputy director of police for traffic. We're talking about mines and energy. A lot of talk about MDAs now being followed, communities not having social benefits, and all these kinds of things that we're discussing this morning. So you can call us and tell us what you expect. In the case of the UL, obviously, I've spoken to a couple of students who are concerned and think that the school needs to be reopened. They need to go back to school. There are issues that are being discussed at the level of the University of Liberia. We also think that more and more information needs to be made available to know exactly what is happening. I know some level of information is out, but let's take this caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you hearing me? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Feedback is terrible from another the baseline. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. This is Theophilus Quaid. I join you from Maryland County.
Okay, Tio. I guess you're following. What's your contribution?
Yeah, I want to appreciate you for the insightful information this morning. It is important. We are in Maryland. Some of our folks, the young people, are not only looking at Tubman University, or are hoping and thinking that we can grow at the level of the university. So information providing is very important. I must appreciate. I want to know because I have sat the medical school placement exam for the past 2 times. I actually wanted to know, I don't know whether this question is right for you. How do they do their skilling? The last time I did the first entrance, I scored 110, but they say I did not pass. The second time I go for the medical school entrance, I scored 98. I still pass. So I really wanted to know, I don't know why it is in your preview. How do they do their skilling? Is there a static skilling or it changes over time? That's what I thought of call. Since today we are discussing UL and the medical school placement exam is technically on the University of Liberia.
You know what? You're right. It is not within my purview, but this is an enabler. It's like you're passing the information, and I hope they're listening. But I would think that in any evaluation situation, the evaluators should be able to tell you, how you are being evaluated, what makes it pass, what doesn't make it pass, and all of that. So I would think where it's possible, you get in touch with the university and find out how they're doing their stuff. Well, let me take this caller. Hello, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, is that ELBC?
This is ELBC. Kindly tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, my name is Prof. Roosevelt GJJ from Continental University Graduate School.
Hey, Prof. JJ, it's been a long time.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Welcome this morning, sir, and please share light.
Yeah, my primary concern, and I'm hearing a lot of the point of officials giving very sound, testimonies to the possibilities and the things they could do to make government work.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, as a teacher of public administration, two things are very important to me.
All right.
In the public administration sector. We require a lot of inter and intra-governmental coordination.
Mm-hmm.
There is no point at which one functionary can do superlatively what should be done to make an agency or anything work.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is that we have to ensure that we make the systems and subsystems operate. All of the sectors and subsectors have subsystems that have to coordinate the activities and share information in order to be very active and effective and efficient in what they are doing. So we need to pay very keen attention to those situations.
Okay.
I just wanted to make those points.
So, okay, we cannot work in isolation. We must coordinate. We must be systemic in our approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he says, look, we can work in isolation. You have a vehicle, nice vehicle, brand new vehicle. The tires are not working. Sorry, you don't have a vehicle. You have a nice vehicle, very nice vehicle. Yeah, I mean, it's first class. The lights don't work. You won't drive it at night. So the system has to work. Everything on that vehicle. So let's go to this caller and say good morning. Welcome to the Super Morning Show. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. My name is Fofi Fofana. I'm calling from ELW right now.
Fofi Fofana. Tell me what you think about the discussion this morning. What is your contribution?
Yeah, for me, my attention has been due to the mining sector.
Okay.
Yeah. According to Jeremy, he said that a main one of the main projects could be the mining sector. But I hope, yesterday I found the minister of mines.
Minister designate.
Minister designate, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you have the bold knowledge to see how best we get able to have a good mining system in our country, because whenever you come to the rural area and you see a lot of illegal money that's going on in our country, I think this one and put that into a good place.
Okay. So you want them to control illegal mining?
Yeah. And
Thank
they
you.
do the money.
Thank you very much. Fofi, I like that. Please control the illegal mining and do the mining so that we benefit from and then yes, it's a big outcry. We hear a lot about people trying to bypass systems, people trying to go in there and act as though they were mining agents and responsible for getting our licenses and the rest of it. So what he's saying is that if and when confirmed, the new Minister of Mines and Energy should concentrate on ending or ensuring that that monster called illegal mining is not allowed to survive. And what that would do, according to him, is that the people will benefit from their own resources. So it's 0880 We still have a few more minutes. We got 2-3 calls from now. Let's call it 2 minutes, 2 minutes, two more calls from now, and then we call it a day. Again, we're talking those who have already been nominated, those who've already appeared, those who've already given the visions, how what they want to see and their missions, how they want to go about doing that, and what is your contribution. Those people who've been given opportunities to serve, especially the younger generation. I'm not saying the older ones should not. Matter of fact, anyone who has an opportunity to perform should perform. If you don't perform, let the chips fall where they may, because Liberia cannot afford to have people who will not perform. Caller, you can try again. You came in, but then you drop off the line. We can take just two more. Just two more. 0880 and you'll be live here on the Super Morning Show. Probably we'll take two more calls and we call it a day on this edition. Yeah, I mean, it's good to be included. So let's go to the line and pick this call. Good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Hello, caller. Are you hearing me?
Hello,
Yes. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Toto Abraham Brown, and I'm calling from Soul Phoenix.
Good. So you're on this morning, and I'm sure you have been following.
Yeah, there are a few things that have been drawn to my attention, except with the traffic.
Yep.
The place before there's Benson Hospital.
Yeah.
Connecting the main road. The connection there, the driver always have to use the opposite lane to get to police. And I think the government seriously need to look at that. You can't go all the way to red light in the traffic to make a turn to come back towards town.
Okay.
So they seriously need to look at that.
Okay.
So that correction can be there.
Okay. So I guess you're talking a little bit about the engineering of the road, the way the structure. There's no area provided to make a turn. I guess that's what you're talking about.
There's no area. It's a T junction when you get there.
Okay.
Benson Hospital.
So you gotta go red light to turn around.
Junction, and you can't go left.
Okay.
So, but then the driver using the opposite lane of those who are coming from town to red light. So they take one lane.
Okay.
To go down, get to police academy before they get on their right lane.
Okay, man. Thanks a lot for calling and for contributing this morning.
Thank you.
All right, so I think that's where we're going to end this morning. It's been a good time talking to you, and I'd like to appeal to you. We have our very capable our announcers, producers of the show. They come here. When we introduce topics, let's keep within the confines of those topics. So we have a fine discussion. We don't intend to be disrespectful to anybody, but we also do not intend to be disrespected by anybody. So when we introduce a topic, we talk about it. These nominees are coming out, they're going, they're saying what they will do. So we're asking you too, because this is inclusion. Tell them what you would like to see. Well, on behalf of our full team, I want to say thank you. Tiger started off this morning because I had to be on the news. And then later on, he turned over to me, and he has not left to be. As a matter of fact, he's being in the background, having some things to go right. So thanks. My name is Anthony Vanwen. Another edition of the Super Morning Show is here tomorrow morning. I promise you it's going to be bigger than even this. Have a great day from Pittsville.